Obviously, the news came in last night that Paulo has been sacked by Watford. It was news that we all saw coming. When Pezzolano managed his first game versus Charlton, he came straight over to the Watford fans, and we felt optimistic, thinking, okay, there's someone here who wants to connect with us. He hopefully cares about the club. And, he doesn't just see it as a job. But these days, he's going straight down the tunnel, which is very bizarre. I want to talk about Hector Kyprianou, who was a young player coming in, quite exciting to be fair, from Peterborough. He was a big target, but he's been frozen out of the team, basically. It just feels like he's lost the dressing room, especially after Irankunda came off against Portsmouth. To be fair, I heard it was because he wasn't tracking back, which, to be fair, he's got that stubbornness about him, which I did kind of like. But as soon as Irankunda came off, he threw a water bottle onto the floor and walked straight down the tunnel. And I think there were also a lot of players who were very unutilised under Pezzolano, as James from the Watford Way said. At one stage during the whole game, we were 21st in the league, and we've had fans singing to him "sacked in the morning." They've been against him for a few weeks now, and I can't lie, it's the first time in a long time where I agree with Pozzo's decision to sack a manager. It could be weird that we're sacking him after 3 games unbeaten, but I think when we play a top 10 team this season, I don't see us picking up any points. And now he's bringing in Javi Gracia, where obviously the players hated our previous manager, so he needs to get that changing room balanced and settled. So he's brought in Javi, who will come in, he'll make everyone feel at ease, and I certainly think that he'll be a manager that all players will love and probably even make them feel at home. He was a man who we all know got us to the FA Cup final in 2019. I mean, this could be a big risk, like when Kike came back. I was a big fan of his first spell in the 15-16 and was delighted to see him return, but it ended up being a very miserable appointment. But hopefully it could be like Graham Taylor's first spell when he got us promoted back to the Prem in 99. So we're now going to move on to his tactics. He played a 4-4-2 flat. The thing is here though, he didn't use wingers when he was here. He played Will Hughes and Pereira as wide midfielders. So you do think, where would this leave a lot of our players? Because most of our best are out on the wing. I'll show you the team that I think he might go with here. Because in his first spell he was never going to drop Deulofeu, but he couldn't play him in midfield, therefore he converted him into a striker, and I think he'll do the same with Barr. Barr did play up front against Burnley back in December and actually got a goal in a 2-1 loss, so it's a position that he's definitely proved he can play. However, here's the team that I think he'll go with. Obviously our back line, when fully fit, looking very strong, with Caleb Wiley left back, Pollock and a Banquo, which could genuinely be one of the best centre-back pairing in the league on its day. Now we've got Irankunda and Vata on the wings, but it wouldn't surprise me if he does go for a Sissoko, who, to be fair, scored from playing right wing against Middlesbrough, and he could be Javi's type of wide player. As I say, he basically played 4 centre midfielders when he was here last time, and obviously he has to pick Louza. I think he'll actually play Louza. I know he didn't get on well with Ismail, and it looks like Pezzolano, but another thing Javi is very good at is man management. When the players are feeling low and unhappy, he's the perfect man to come in and basically be the man to lift their spirits up and almost be the shoulder to lay on, I guess. So I think Louza will be very delighted once he gets to know Javi as well. As I say, he might go with Sissoko right wing, but you can't drop Vattel with the form he's in, and Irankunda on his day can almost be a cheat code in this league. So I think Javi will be a big fan of him. And as I say, with converting Deulofeu up front, I think he'll do the same with Barr. He might go with Kurumgard. I learned how to say his name, but I used to call him like Shumgard. I heard it's Kurumgard, just for the extra experience. And he's a big striker, which I think Javi likes as well. But also the exciting prospect of Vivaldo Semedo. But as I say, Barr up front could be a real deal under Javi. So it's always a bit of a short one with these. I always feel a bit, I don't really know what to say when the manager's sacked. It happens a lot, but this time, it's very exciting. He's obviously, Gino wants to get the fans back on his side. He wants to make it a happy dressing room again. And he knew that Pezzolano wasn't doing that at all. Obviously, fans at Hull were singing to him, "You're getting sacked in the morning." He's brought in a fan favourite and someone who I think would really lift the spirits up, not just in the fan base, but in the training camp as well. And Javi Gracia, as I say, is probably our most successful manager behind Graham Taylor, certainly in my lifetime. So let me know, are you happy with Javi Gracia? I'm sure a lot of people aren't too disappointed with Pezzolano being gone. Are you excited with Javi, with the future this could hold? Do you think he could get us in the top 6 with this team? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a like if you did enjoy, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you next time. We're away to Sheffield United, so I'll see you then.